Hi, welcome back to Law Series Gateway to the Legal World. In our attempt to disseminate legal information to common man, we have been posting various topics on this channel. We request your cooperation in this regard. Without your support, nothing is possible. Please circulate this information to the acquaintances of yours. This will help to create a good legal system in our country. In our attempt, we have been talking about the Constitution of India in the past. In the last session, we have discussed about Article 19.1, which confers 6 freedom to the citizen of India. We also discussed Article 19.1a, which confers right to freedom of speech and expression. Today, we will discuss about 19.1b. I will give you a situation. There is a cricket match that is happening in a stadium. There are a lot of people who have gathered. There is, on a particular street, a Ganesha idol is kept on the Ganesha festival. Again, there are a lot of people. Now, a political leader is speaking on particular topic. You can see lot of people assembled in that place. Is it right? Is it allowed? Yes, it is allowed under the Constitution of India. Article 19.1b provides a right to every citizen of India to assemble peacefully but without arms. You are not going to carry any arms and ammunitions along with you when there is an assembly. If you do that, then that becomes unlawful assembly. But without arms, peacefully you can assemble at any part of India. But there are also restrictions imposed by the Constitution of India. Article 19.3. Let me draw your attention on that. Article 19.3 imposes restrictions where assembly of people are there which affects the interest of sovereignty and integrity of India, or when there is assembly of people which is affecting the public order, that is prohibited. If somebody is talking against India, a group of people, that is prohibited, and they can be booked under law. In the recent past, we are undergoing trauma across the globe because of COVID-19. There is a directive that assembly is not allowed. Assembly of people is not allowed. Why? Because that will amount to spread of disease, which is going to affect the public order. Therefore, it is prohibited. But the term unlawful is not defined in the Constitution of India. The unlawful assembly is defined under section 141 of Indian Penal Code. What does this section speak about? It says at any place, if 5 or more people assemble to resist the execution of any law or legal process, is unlawful. If 5 or more persons assemble to commit any mischief or criminal trespass, that is unlawful assembly. Further, it says if 5 or more people assemble for obtaining possession of any property by the use of force, that is unlawful assembly. It also says if 5 or more people assemble to compel a person to do what is illegal or prevent somebody to do a legal activity, even that is unlawful assembly. Or using force, any group of 5 people, if they use criminal force on the government to prevent something, that is unlawful assembly. Further, if 5 or more people prevent a public servant to perform his jobs, then that is unlawful assembly. All these are specifically mentioned under section 141 of Indian Penal Code. In the recent past, if you see, during December 2019, there was huge uproar by lot of people, large groups of people on Citizenship Amendment Act 2019. Actually, they were resisting execution of a particular law. This actually amounts to unlawful assembly. And it is expected by the law that the police force should prevent such unlawful assembly. Comments apart, but I am telling what is prescribed under law. Now, if you go to a defense area, there at defense area, you have a display stating that prohibited area. If you enter such premises, that becomes criminal trespass. And of course, if 5 or more people enter that particular prohibited area, that become unlawful assembly. Further, if 5 or more persons go and take a possession of a particular place, of a property, by force, by using force, say for example, 5 or more people come, they enter your house and they take the possession, that becomes unlawful assembly. Then, if somebody forces a group of 5 or more people forces a particular person to do an illegal activity, say for example, pushing an individual from say 5th floor causes, it's a threat to life. A group of 5 or more people tell a person to push another person from the 5th floor, that is unlawful assembly. Or a group of people, more than 5, they actually prevent a person from voting, exercising his franchise during the polling day, that is an unlawful assembly. Another example is there is a police who comes to arrest an individual. The rest of 5-6 people prevent the police to arrest. That is, police is a public servant. So therefore, that becomes an unlawful assembly. So all these amounts to penal sanction by the court of law. While the Constitution of India provides assembly, peaceful assembly without arms, which is a right given to every citizen, there are also restrictions. You are not supposed to assemble speaking about the interest of sovereignty and security of the nation. You are not going to affect the public order. Further, the Police Act of 1861 also says that for assembly, legal assembly, lawful assembly, license has to be taken. If you are taking a procession, the police will tell, go in this direction. For example, on Anant Padmanabha Day at Mumbai, there is Ganesha procession that is moving from various parts of the city to the sea. It is the police which gives, go in this direction. It is the police which gives license, you can assemble. However, the magistrate can impose restrictions under section 144. You might have read in the newspapers that section 144 is imposed in a particular area. If you see last few days at Arthas, there is section 144 imposed by the magistrate, because the magistrate has felt that is going to affect a group, the incident, whatever is the incident, I am not going to speak about that there can be disturbance to public order and tranquility if 144 section is not imposed. Therefore, the magistrate has imposed 144 section, because he has felt that there would be a disturbance of public order and the peace is going to get affected. So like this, though the Constitution of India has given the right, the freedom to assemble peacefully without arms, it has also put the restrictions, and the law systems of India have put restriction for unlawful assembly. I thank you for listening this video session. We will be adding more and more information on the Constitution of India and other aspects also. Thank you very much. Add more people to the group so that we serve the community. Thank you very much.